Hey, welcome back everybody. It's great to be with you. Although I'm inside, I have to tell you it's a beautiful day at Belmont Abbey College. It's about 73 degrees out. There's no humidity. There's a little bit of a nice breeze today. It's about as gorgeous a day as I maybe have ever experienced here. So I hope you'll get a chance to be on campus sometime soon to experience the same thing. This last weekend was just incredible. I had mentioned last week that I'd be going to the Eucharistic Congress for the Diocese of Charlotte down in the Convention Center. Belmont Abbey College just seemed to be everywhere, and there seemed to be so much going on in support of the Congress. Vespers on Friday night, I have to tell you, I'm going to use a baseball analogy, our monks hit it out of the park. I was just floored. Picture a place that holds 10,000 people, huge stage, and at Vespers, every one of our monks came up on stage, and just their presence, and it was just beautiful to see. And they led Vespers, and Brother Leo, who some of you may know, has a beautiful singing voice, and so he sort of cantored and led the Psalms. It just was incredible. You know, Father Elias did beautiful reading. Brother Joseph did, I think, the petitions. And I just was thinking to myself, if somebody didn't know about Belmont Abbey, they must have been sitting there going, where did this incredible monastic community come from? It was just wonderful to see them, because very often you'll see Abbot Placid, who's out giving a talk or a homily or just somewhere in the diocese, but you kind of see him as one person. And when you see the whole community together, it was really just moving, and I just was so grateful and happy to be there to witness it, and I know everybody else that was in attendance was as well. There was also other events going on there. John Keating, who's our head men's soccer coach, and Mike Solomon, who is the head men and women's tennis coach, brought over their teams. And there's a Father Chase Hilgenbrink, who was a former pro soccer player and gave up his pro soccer career to become a priest, and just gave an inspiring talk that I think had everybody kind of on the edge of their seats. And it was just so great to see our men there, listening to his story about his conversion and his call to the priesthood. It was just an amazing evening in that regard. And our honor students also had a wonderful opportunity. They got to sit down with Anthony D'Ambrosio, who is the director of a new movie that just come out, Triumph of the Heart, and it's an incredible story about St. Maximilian Kolbe. But it was just wonderful that, we had a lot of students there. There must have been 30 or 40 of our honor students there just around the table sitting with him and chatting and asking questions, and him kind of explaining, his I guess, intent on making the movie and so forth. So it just was, again, wonderful. And at the end of Mass on Saturday evening with Bishop Michael Martin, it was just amazing. I was kind of floored that at the end of Mass, after we were over, before we were dismissed, he was thanking various people, and he spent, I think, several minutes just talking about the monks of Belmont Abbey, the Sisters of Mercy, but he went into about the college, and there's 10,000 people there, and he's telling them how important Belmont Abbey College is, not only to our diocese, but to the surrounding, 4 or 5 states, and just went on and on about how the whole diocese needed to come up and support and be part of all the good things that are going on here at the college. And again, it just was so wonderful to hear that, and I was especially happy for Abbot Placid and the monks, because this has been a work of love, and he talked about how it was really the seed that they planted of Catholicism here in North Carolina, and the sacrifice they made to make it possible that we were there at a Eucharistic Congress with 10,000 people attending Mass. So I thought it was wonderful for them to hear that, and to publicly, have that stated was just wonderful. And I'm so thankful for the bishop for his insight and his expression of gratitude. It was just really wonderful. And then I won't go into it all. I mentioned it before. Athletics is still underway. I know last night there was a development game with men's soccer. The guys looked really great out there. I had to leave at halftime, but they were winning 1-0. So I'll have to find out the score. I hope they ended up winning it, but they looked great. Many other things happening. I also mentioned last week that the rugby team played Clemson, and they defeated them. So they got their first win of the season. I think they play University of North Carolina Chapel Hill is like their next game. So it's a pretty robust schedule that they have, and they're off to a great start. So congratulations to all of them. And then I always finish with birthdays, because there's not many for me to mention today, but I always start with birthdays, because again, it's just it's a way to remember and be thankful to all of the good people that have come here and been part of this community. Dr. Kelly Anderson was a former Board of Trustees member here. She's a physician, a family health physician down in Charlotte. Wonderful, good person. I wish her the best. I hope the practice is going well, but I just wanted to wish her a happy birthday. And then Kristen Monza, who is an assistant professor of nursing, and as you heard, we've just have such an awesome nursing program. The success of our students has been just remarkable. 100% pass rate is pretty good. And Chloe Taylor, who is the gift processing coordinator here at the Abbey and just does such a wonderful, good job for us. I'm so grateful to her and wish her a happy birthday. And Bob Destro, he's also a former Board of Trustees member. He is a professor of law at Catholic University. He was also, during the Trump administration, Assistant Secretary of State for Democracy, Human Rights, and Labor. He has connections all over the world, so many in the Middle East, and just, he's a wonderful, good man, just so grateful for everything that he's done for the college over the years and continues to do. He's involved with Belmont House up in DC now, so wish him a very happy day. And again, I hope if you haven't been on campus in a while, I hope you'll get back soon. And until then, take care and God bless.